Hello, welcome to United Weekly. We are getting ready and set for the game between Manchester United and Istanbul Başakşehir in Turkey. Jay is just on the phone, so I'm just going to introduce us. So our starting 11 is Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Tuanzebe, Maguire, Shaw at the back, and then Van der Beek, Matic, Mata, Fernandes midfield, Rashford and Martial up front. Teams are getting ready to walk out the referees and make their way up first. I believe the two squads are not far behind. There's potential here for a really good result for us, and to pretty much confirm our spot in the last 16, which would be obviously a way off for February. Give us a chance to rest some players for the rest of the games. We'll just kind of see how that goes, obviously. But yeah, there's good potential tonight for a solid performance. We've got several players who are starting tonight with a good chance to take us forwards. I believe Jay is now ready to go.
I am back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I was on the phone to my mother.
That's fine. So I've already discussed these starting 11. What are your thoughts on this game? How do you think it's going to go?
Well, first of all, can we just give ourselves a bit of a pat on the back for how close we got it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've done pretty well in terms of there's only a few differences.
Yeah, that's it. I think I did sort of expect to see Brandon Williams tonight, but obviously, Ole's going to pick who he thinks is best for taking on Başakşehir. And maybe I'm underestimating their front line a little bit. I don't know.
No, I think what it is that actually it makes sense now thinking about it. Because if we win here tonight, that's basically 3 games in which we just need a point.
Yeah.
Because if you get 10 points in the Champions League, you qualify.
Yeah.
So, if we can win here, then we can focus on those last 3 games. Resting players.
Yeah.
And rotating. So maybe he's just saying to himself, he's thought to himself, do you know what? Let's put out a decent team.
Yeah.
Not our full strength, but a decent team.
No. Well, I mean, certainly we had to go for it tonight. I don't think there's any doubt about that. We can't rest on our laurels at all.
And what worries me is Rashford starting. That's the only one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we look at their front line, they've got Bar. I don't know if that's Demba Bar.
That is Demba Bar.
Demba Bar. Visca. They've got Skirtle at the back. They've got Visca.
He always gets in team of the week on FIFA.
Yeah. Edin Visca, who I believe was at Barcelona last season on loan. I don't know, or he's on loan from Barcelona now. I could be wrong about that, but I recognise Visca from somewhere. I don't know where from, but
let's do a quick search on
okay.
Edin Visca.
Yeah, probably it's probably FIFA based, but
no, he's played for Başakşehir since 2011.
Oh, maybe I bought him on FIFA then. I don't know, but
yeah, no, he's a good player though.
Yeah, and I believe it's Rafael da Silva at right back, isn't it?
Really?
I think so.
It's
a right back called Rafael, so it could be. But I didn't see it on the we just saw the squad lineups there, and I completely missed it. So we'll see. It may well not be because I think he's done in France, but
it is Rafael da Silva.
It's Rafael da Silva, yeah. So so playing against Rafael da Silva, former Manchester United right back, who I don't think it's going to cause too many. He was a solid player. One of my favourite defenders from that time period under Sir Alex. But
he was definitely underrated. I mean, but if you follow Gary Neville, it's difficult, And we kind of lucked out with having Antonio Valencia drop it back into. And
he really made that role his own for a long time. Yeah, I think so. I think it's Matic with Van der Beek alongside at the back there, and I think Bruno will undoubtedly play where Bruno plays, but I think certainly giving him the chance to rectify what he did wrong, which was everything. Well, not everything, but he was pretty dreadful against Arsenal. So I can appreciate him being played, in the very next game, straight away. And look, our passing already is not being great, is it? Giving the ball away twice in the opening 40 seconds.
Yeah, we just we need to stop playing so urgent, as if and just calm down a bit.
Yeah,
and I said that in the Arsenal game as well.
Yeah, go on, Rash.
Oh, this looks like a good little. Oh, that touch then just took it a bit too far away from him.
Yeah. It's early in the game. It's okay. I don't mind those things happening in the first minute. It's just when it's when it's constantly throughout the game, that's when there's a problem. But I think to see Rashford on that left hand side excites me. To see him through the middle never excites me because unless he's running through clean, then it's not effective. He's not an effective forward player.
No,
in that sense, he's a much better winger.
He did well coming on against Leipzig in that position, but to be honest with you, it was a service he got.
Yeah,
he was brilliant, but him cutting in from the left is definitely his sort of bread and butter,
Yeah, and I really hope Donny that's a poor pass from Maguire. I really hope Donny gets to start in that same position, and not McTominay against Everton. I think Donny needs to be given because he works as hard as McTominay, except he's got talent on the ball. Yeah. He's got the ability to pass it.
Because if you look there, he was really far forward, and then we had a gaping hole in the middle. So I don't know entirely how Ollie's set this up. Whether maybe him and Fernandez interchange a bit. Maybe,
but I think Donny is mainly playing the Fred role tonight, which he did play for Ajax. So I think
he's definitely a box to box midfielder, hands down.
And look at that clearance from Axel. How are you not playing Axel?
Yeah.
Bruno looking for Rashford, who just loses out. That was a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. I actually think Bruno made the pass a bit too soon then. I think he could have run with the ball a little bit and waited for a bit more reinforcements.
Yeah. But it's an encouraging start. We gave the ball away a couple of times, but we never looked really under threat. So I think that's okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with the stadium today, because I heard that they're going to have about 2,500 fans, but I can't see anyone in the stands, so I don't know if they have rescinded that.
Well, no, I can. If you look at the top of the screen right now, there's fans sitting there.
Oh, there is. Yeah, they're social distancing. They are indeed.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the first time we've played in front of any person's fans since March.
Yeah. Oh, that's poor from Matic.
Oh, just not getting those second balls there.
Yeah.
But overall, we've looked. I know it's only been 4 minutes, but we've looked like we're creating space well.
Yeah, I mean, against Arsenal, they had Partey, who was just a brilliant midfielder.
I never know why we would never in for him. If he was available, I just don't know why, because he would have been perfect. He'd have been perfect.
Who knows, man?
Matic, or not understudy, but Matic could have been the backup for Partey.
Yeah.
Oh, Wan-Bissaka not actually winning the challenge then.
Yeah, but he's not going to win every single challenge ever. As many tackles as he makes. I thought I watched back some of the highlights and honestly, I think I gave Wan-Bissaka a bit too much credit. He got beaten several times on that wing.
Did he?
By Saka and Aubameyang. Yeah.
I've not dared to watch it back. You're a braver man than me, Alexi.
Well, the Tottenham game I'll never watch back, but when it's when it's close, and and for the sake of the channel, it's just like I'll watch it to kind of see back who performed well and who didn't, and yeah. That's a decent ball. Oh, it's a good effort from Bruno.
I like the idea.
Yeah,
I mean, because that could have gone anywhere.
If he caught that right, I don't think the keeper's ever saving that. Hell of a pass. Great pass.
I mean, you could argue, could he have
held it up or something, or
could he have brought that down onto his left and then laid someone off? But I know that Bruno's not a confident left-footed player.
No.
So, I remember talking about the not watching the Tottenham result back. I remember when we lost to Man City, was it 6-1?
Oh, yeah.
There's a funny story behind that because
6-2, I think, wasn't it?
I'm sure it was 6-1, but it was the same game that Balotelli had the "Why always me?"
Yeah. So we scored one, and then Darren Fletcher scored the second. I remember that.
Okay, yeah.
I remember that.
I remember being I was with my ex at the time and round her dad's house, and she had and she had a niece and nephew over who were very young at the time. I think they were 5 and 3.
Right.
And I remember after the game, my ex's brother coming up to me and saying, "Do you know what? Like, hats off to you." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "I know what you're like when you watch football, and you didn't swear during that whole thing." I remember turning around to him and saying, "I know, but I think I've had a stroke."
Yeah.
Because I literally had to hold in the anger so much. And because her nephew was only like 5, but he loved football.
Yeah.
And he wanted to watch the football with me. I couldn't just walk away and say, "I don't want to watch this anymore."
No.
So I had to sit through it. Yeah. And I remember it being the harshest, 90+ minutes of my life.
Yeah. Well, I was working in my first bar job, and they had the game on in the place on a massive screen. So I was just at work, just dying inside, this is just the worst day of my life. It was a horrible day. That yeah.
I honestly felt like selling that kid on eBay just so I could swear.
That kid on eBay so you could swear. I like that. So one thing that is starting to frustrate me a little bit is you see the likes of Martial, Rashford, and Donny sometimes making a run in behind, and the pass never the player on the ball never passes it there.
Yeah, and I agree with that, but I will say one thing, and actually this was pointed out by my mum's ex-husband when we used to watch football when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "Why didn't he pass it to him?" And it's like when you're on the pitch, because of the perspective we're seeing it at, looks completely different to
totally.
They're seeing it as, and it's kind of like if you're looking forward at your screen right now, so I can see my 2 monitors to the left of me, I can see the slight bit of the door and a slight bit of the wall. Your peripheral vision isn't as good as, and so it's I can see where it's mistaken, but we should, in that same vein, we should still have that instinct of trusting the runners.
Yeah, 100%.
David Beckham was best at it. David Beckham would just whip a ball in to the 12-yard area.
Yeah,
and he would trust that Jurgen Cole would make it.
Yeah, and I think whether Martial's at the edge of the box on to one side or he's running at goal, he's very dangerous in both those areas. And I think if Shaw puts Martial in there, it creates an issue for Besiktas. Potentially wins a penalty or something. You know what I mean? It's different. Ooh. Oh, that was a really good chance for. You've just got to trust.
You've got to throw your body in there.
Yeah. You've got to trust that an effective ball is coming in. And I mean, Rashford was running, but Martial's movement.
Now, looking at it back now, I don't think either of them, even if they would have thrown it, would have got in there. I think that was about 1.5 yards away from him.
I think, but Martial wasn't running; he was jogging into the box, and if he was running at it, it's is that a sharpness or fitness? I don't know.
And this is where the people get the whole Martial is lazy thing from. because they see that and they think, why aren't you running? But he's not lazy. It's just that sometimes his decision making in terms of when to run, when to make a run, it's sometimes a bit what's the word I'm looking for?
Naive?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It's kind of, sometimes you've got to take risks. You know?
And I'd rather him be a yard in front of the ball than a yard behind it, and he was a yard behind it. Because if you're a yard ahead of the ball, at least you've put yourself in there, and you give yourself a chance to get on the end of it. Whereas if you just kind of jog towards it, and it's just like you're not giving yourself the chance to score with that.
Yeah.
Or if I don't know, ifs and buts and all that. Let's just
we've definitely been the better team though, so that's always good.
And we're making opportunities for our players to come and score, but it's them actually getting in the right position and taking those chances. That's kind of the next.
And we have to remember as well, this is a different team to one that we've fielded before. Which is I mean, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has the record for the most amount. Oh, that's nice, Aaron.
Yeah.
Ole has the record for the most amount of personnel changes in a starting 11. Oh, bloody hell.
It's Matic running back. He's not going to get there. And we are 1-0 down to Pashekshia.
I don't know. What is our defence doing?
Don't know. Oh, I just accidentally opened slobs as well. That's going to cause issues. No, go away, OBS.
I'm pretty sure he was onside.
Yeah, he was in his own half.
Yeah. What's our defence doing? There's no defenders back.
I don't know. I can't see a thing because bloody slobs is just sitting there.
That's ridiculous. That is appalling for United.
Move that out of the way. I don't want you to open. Kind of open. Close it.
Well, our stream's still going, so.
No, I know. It just sits there opening for me.
All right, so this is because obviously you didn't see the replay. That is really disappointing because anyone knows when I was in under 11 football.
Yeah.
Any person knows that when you take a corner, you have one person standing on the centre spot.
And it was Matic.
We had no one.
no, Matic was closest, and that's not the player. That's not the player to leave it at the back.
Matic was closest, but he was also on the right. Yeah. He wasn't like no one was down the centre at all. That is shocking. That's honestly, I'm going to say this now. And when you see the replay of the goal, that is the worst bit of United defending I have seen this season.
Well, because there was no defending. Yeah.
There was no one there.
There was no defending whatsoever, and that's Ole can plan and he can put the tactics out and that, but that is on the players switching off.
Where was Wan-Bissaka? The guy where was Luke Shaw? Like, why are they both up for corners?
Exactly.
And we never had 10 players in the box.
No. It was dreadful. It was just dreadful, and it's just more of the same. It's more of the same.
Demba Ba comes back to haunt us. Pretty sure he scored against us a few times for Newcastle. Don't know about Chelsea because he didn't do too well at Chelsea.
No, he didn't.
But I know him and Cisse.
Yeah. One
of the most underrated Premier League partnerships of all time.
That was crazy,
that season was brilliant.
Yeah. Well, here we are watching United in the Champions League talking about Newcastle. That's how it's going.
See, and now what we've got to do is attack against the low block again because they're not going to go for.
Oh, thank God we haven't got Dan James on the pitch at least.
Oh,
yeah, he caught it in there. Yeah. It's just more of the same. It's just more crap defending, and
I still don't see us losing the game, to be honest with you. But
I called 3-1. I call this conceding a goal because I just, like our defense has obviously improved since the Tottenham game, but we're still poor defensively.
I mean, I thought defensively against Arsenal and Chelsea, we were really good. I know we had some bad. Offside. I know we had some bad moments against Arsenal, but we were still.
We're still better.
We were getting our heads to the ball and stuff, and Maguire and Lindelof weren't at fault. No. So
I think Ollie must be starting to think, what have I got to do to get a result out of these players? Like,
I mean, put it this way. If we're not a win away from the top 7 by Christmas, I think Ollie's gone. And that's not my opinion. That's not what I want, but I think that's the way they'll see it, because it's second season syndrome. What manager since Fergie have made it past?
Second full season, yeah.
Yeah, like no managers made it 2 full seasons.
No.
Like, and I don't think it matters where we get in the Champions League, because as much as the Champions League does give you money, it doesn't give you Premier League money.
No, but like, even if I don't think we've got a chance of getting Sancho anyway, not being in the Champions League, it's just 100% we're not getting him at all, and then he's going to join Real Madrid or Barcelona. Like that's or Bayern. Because that's the realistic truth about it. I mean, I don't think Sancho will want to stay in Germany particularly, but
no, I think Sancho will. I think we're more. Oh, fuck's sake! Sorry, we're more likely to get Sancho, but I think that it's Liverpool that he's more likely to go to than anyone else. He's made it clear he wants to come back to the UK.
Yeah.
And
yeah, but if like Real Madrid offer him 160k a week or something, then that's where he's going, in it. Like he can go win Champions Leagues with them or Barcelona, potentially. Like or as you say, Liverpool, which I would hate that, man. That would be a real kick in the teeth. That it's just like, not only did we not get him, but Liverpool have won the Premier League for the first time, and they're probably going to retain it this year, which is sickening. To tie it up, and they've then they've got a player that we should have got.
Yeah,
and it's just like I think we've started a United fan channel in the time of our decline. It's just the worst timing.
Do you know what? When I was younger, and this is a nice one for some of the younger fans that might end up watching, or I'll bring this point up no matter how big we get. When I was younger, my friends used to say to me, "Oh, you only support Man United because they win things." And I remember growing up and being like 11, 12 years old, and my family are all big diehard West Ham supporters.
Yeah,
and like wishing that we could have seasons like West Ham, so people would know that I was a United fan because of United, not because of where we were in the table. I became a United fan, ironically, because my dad and uncle took me to a West Ham game and they were playing United.
Yeah,
and I got out of the game and said, "Oh, I want. Can I get a football shirt like that in the game?" And they said yeah. And so like, "Oh, we'll take you to the West Ham store afterwards." And I was like, "No, I want one like the white team were wearing."
Yeah.
And I didn't want the white kit, because when we got to the shop, I saw that they had a red kit and I wanted the red one.
Yeah.
There's Twanzebe being booked. It's a very
well, I think was it not Demba Ba getting booked?
I don't know. It looks like it was a foul on Demba Ba.
Yeah. But
he wasn't.
Yeah, Demba Ba's been booked.
No.
What? I don't understand what's going on. No, it is. It is actual.
I think he was asking for a red card. He's very lucky, actually.
Well, I mean, cover was there. That's never like if that was a red card, man, I'd have lost my mind. Like that was.
Yeah, the thing is that we're in Europe now, and they follow a different kind of rule set.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I mean, defeat here would be a crime. Like, it really would be, and. Again, like we've not made the goalkeeper save anything in 20 minutes. Just like against Arsenal, just like against Chelsea, we've not created anything.
The only thing that was close was that Bruno Fernandes shot that went out for a throw-in.
Yeah,
that kind of sums up.
Yeah,
really where we're at.
Yeah. And the cross from Shaw that someone should have got on the end of.
Yeah.
Well,
the thing is that watching how we're passing the ball around in the last couple of games, at least, I say that, and that was a lovely ball.
Yeah.
But it's very much reminds me of Van Gaal era.
Yeah. Why are you crossing it from there when we've got all of two players in the middle? Like
it's very slow paced passing. Like we're taking 2 or 3 touches and we're letting them get back into shape before we move the ball along. That's not the United way.
Yeah.
That's not the way
I think one of the problems that we've had in this game as well is that every time we try to play one touch football, we just give it away.
Yeah. Yeah. It reminds me of like, I know this can sound really ridiculous, but I don't know if you've ever played airsoft or used an airsoft gun.
Yeah, of course I have, yeah.
So like an airsoft gun with a scope on it, where you have to you shoot at a target, and it's slightly off, so you have to adjust the scope a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we're like. It's like we're like 2 or 3 degrees off.
Yeah.
Of our passing.
Yeah.
It's like none of it's going to feet, or none of it's going just in front of the player so that he can run onto it. Everything seems to be like going behind, or like again, a couple of degrees off.
Like, yeah, if Martial had managed to flex that properly towards Mata's in, like.
I'm not being funny, but we're paying these players hundreds of thousands of pounds a week, and well,
we're not. We're not the club are, yeah.
Yeah. Well, technically we are. I own a United shirt. So technically, that money's gone towards it. So, but no, it's like
we're
paying these that the club's paying these players, and the least they should be able to do is pass a ball to feet.
Yeah,
like especially when they're not under pressure, because we keep giving the ball away when we're not under pressure.
Yeah,
and
again, obviously, I don't mind Bruno or Mata or whoever going for a risky pass in the final third, because that's how you play through those crazy passes that unlock a defense. But doing it from the halfway line and stuff, and look at this, man, just back to Maguire again for the 300th time this game. It's hopeful, isn't it? It's hopeful. It's not effective. It's hopeful ball out to Shaw. Hopefully head it on towards Martial. Hopefully it's hopeful. There's no when people say that Ollie's got no tactics, I disagree with that. But when the players are playing hopeful balls in the 24th minute because you're a goal down, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And Martial gives it away again, and
the worst part about it as well, well, not the worst part, but a thing I've noticed is I've barely seen Mata in this game. We might as well be 10 men.
Yeah.
I really haven't seen him. It's like, do we rely on pace too much?
Well, I think again, as I said, I think even before the Arsenal game that that we're going to miss Martial, and that's why we miss Martial, because he's good at holding up the ball and winning free kicks.
Yeah.
And we certainly missed that. And what was why is Bruno playing into Mata, who's surrounded by two defenders
Offside.
there? What's the point in I know a quick 1-2, whatever. Just keep the ball. Just keep the ball. Why pass it into someone who's surrounded? Like, I think one of the reasons that we've not seen Mata is because he's been pinpointed as one of the most important players to unlock the door because they're playing a low block.
And also, he's quick to catch up to as well.
Yeah, because he's got no pace.
It's just it's
blunt and stagnant again, and I don't understand. Like, I understand that they're playing a low block and all that, but I mean,
we were like it at the beginning of the game though, and that's
and it's a hopeful ball. Like, as good as Bruno has been and is, he's doing that too much, I think.
Martial's also not a target man. I know he's scored a couple of decent headers by getting across it.
I mean, I know what you mean. Like, he's not a target man, but
not an in the air target man. Like if you ping a ball to his feet, he's good at holding it up.
Yeah.
If you knock one in the air, he's you're just gambling. At that point, and gambling with low odds.
Yeah, that's it.
Like Demba Ba is a target man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can ping one to him. He's strong. He's athletic. I mean, I know he's probably lost a yard of pace probably since his Newcastle Chelsea days.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But
we seem to be playing like as if like we knock a ball up as if like Fellaini's going to come running out the tunnel.
Yeah.
And it's disappointing. It is.
It is disappointing. Like. And it doesn't help that Martial's not really that sharp, is he? I mean, he's just not. But I don't think he's been sharp since probably the third to last game of last season because he's the last 3 or 4 games he didn't score any goals. It was all Rashford, wasn't it? Go on, Bruno.
I mean, see, this is again the confidence thing. If he would have just one touched that into Martial's through.
Yeah, and Bruno knows it as well. Or just have a shot. You never know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? You could bounce off a defender into the path of Mata or whoever was over there, and he didn't even look up there. Matic didn't even look up. Just into the box where there's no one because Mata's not going to get there. Rashford's close by. It's just
this is why I think we should have started Cavani. Start our slower players, bring on our more. The injection afterwards.
Cavani's movement in the box, his intelligence as a natural striker, I think, just would give it gives us something different because we need something different right now. Because we're doing the same things that we always do, and it's just not worked since Chelsea. Really, I mean, I think the you could call it a masterclass against Leipzig if you want, but I would argue that we were a bit fortunate that Leipzig weren't really at it as they usually are, to be honest.
And I think it goes back to that whole thing of Ollie not having a plan B, and it's true.
I mean,
when a team figures us out,
yeah. I mean, exactly. I'm starting to worry of whether or not we actually have a plan A because Ollie doesn't know our best 11. We change formation week in, week out. It's just like, what's our plan A?
Yeah.
Okay, control midfield and get Rashford and Martial in behind. That's a plan. It's not the plan, and it's not a tactic. It's not a strategy. It's just give it to the forward players and hope that if we had Messi and Suarez and Griezmann up front, or Neymar or whoever, you'd say give it to them and they'll make stuff happen. And as good as Rashford, Bruno, and Martial are, they're not world-class, world-beating, gold-standard players. Go on, Aaron. Go on, Aaron. You've got Bruno in there. Find him. All right. Go on, Tony.
I mean, I reckon that should have been hit first time, but
yeah,
that cross in.
Yeah, that's Aaron Wan-Bissaka's lack of attacking knowledge and wisdom going forwards. Is you play it like you just square it into Bruno there, and he's completely free. He was alone in the middle there by the penalty spot. You just play it into him, and he turns with it, and Martial doesn't have the confidence right now to take that on first time.
Or Martial could have done the reverse pass to Rashford there. But again, it's easy to say when you're watching, you know?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. And confidence is a massive factor, I think, in Martial's performance so far, because he's not looked confident on the ball. Like, I think if Martial scores a goal in this game, suddenly his first touch is back to its best, and he's running at players again. But you see, and just well in Axel, and what did I say as well? Like the PSG game, I think we defended incredibly well, but we were hyper focused for that game, whereas I doubt these players are hyper focused for this game, because it's a different team. It's it's a team that we should be beating.
Yeah,
and I mean, and comfortably at that. Yeah, like how embarrassing to beat PSG in their own place, go to Leipzig and score 5. It's just like that's the results you need, and then go to Başakşehir, who's never played the Champions League before and aren't playing that well in their own league, which is the Turkish league, and potentially lose. It's just inconsistent. It's very inconsistent, and it's a concern, because it's a potentially mid-table team. That could have been 2, but Henderson did a decent job. It's a potentially like mid-table level team that just low block and hit us on the counter. And we don't have an answer for it, and we haven't had an answer for it since Rex Ferguson. We've not, because 99% of teams in England, and probably a bit less in Europe, but a lot of teams would play either the low block or whatever the older version of that might be. Back when 4-4-2 was a thing. Because you were scared of United. Now you just go, well, we're not scared, we're just nullifying their attack, and that's it. And teams know that they can hit us on the counter. I think honestly, Axel and Maguire, because Ollie's never going to drop Maguire, so it's Axel and Maguire is our centre back pairing. That's got to be it going forwards.
The thing is, it's going to be interesting with Axel. Is now you've mentioned it. Something I wanted to bring up earlier is now we get to see his maturity, because he's on a yellow.
Yeah.
With a good 55 minutes or so to go.
Yeah.
60 minutes to go. And he can't really get stuck in now.
No.
So
he's got to show that maturity, yeah.
Is he going to make those last-ditch tackles that he was doing against PSG? Oh.
I don't know, man.
I want to see that one back, actually, because I actually think that the player may have just been in the area then, and if it is, that VAR will see that.
No, it's not. Outside the area, very, very, very clearly, yeah.
It looked like he got the ball match there.
Let's see it. No, he stepped across the player.
Got the player on the ball.
Got the player on the ball, and that's a foul. I mean, I think I don't know what to think right now.
I don't know why. I don't know
what to think.
We're relying on Match to make last ditch tackles like that.
Well, it wasn't last ditch, but it was
not last ditch, but like sticking a leg in, and that's how we lost against Arsenal, because we've got a midfielder making a
rash tackle
that's not needed at that point.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes to 2 here, I mean, which it would probably. Oh, Bruno. That's it. It
went out first.
It went out. Okay. I don't know what to think about this United team right now. It's all over the place, and you can talk about and I said on Sunday about the players not performing. But if players are confused about what they're supposed to be doing, that's on Ollie. And sorry for monologuing before.
No. Honestly, it's more than fine. Like,
yeah,
I fully agree with you as well.
mm.
And if I'm honest with you, like 35 minutes in, I can't name a player that I'm like, yeah, actually, do you know what, they've done all right. It's just they've been unlucky. Do you know what I mean? There's not a player that has really done anything, if I'm honest.
No.
And you haven't even seen their goal back yet, and you're going to be, honestly, mate, you're going to be astonished. Because, see, that was nice.
Yeah. You see, again, it's a hopeful. I mean, like Wan-Bissaka's doing all the right things. Oh god.
Oh.
Like Wan-Bissaka's doing all the right things, but he's not always making the right decisions going forwards, and that's he's still young and he's got lots to learn. Go on, just run. Oh, why are you going backwards for? Oh.
Because it's one matter. Yeah, he ain't got the pace to get past a bloody granny on a zebra crossing. His car probably only goes 15 miles an hour.
I just don't know what to. I mean, yes, Ollie didn't get back in the summer, and that will be a continual conversation throughout this season because he wasn't backed. He was not backed at all. And like we've got no wingers. It's like, well, Greenwood did all right on the right, and Rashford plays down the left. Why aren't we doing that? It's like, yeah, I understand that Greenwood and Rashford don't track back as much as they should, but okay, so then play, Matic and Fred as two at the back and have Bruno in front, like,
yeah,
because this diamond formation, yeah, it works in parts, but it doesn't work as a whole, and again, if we had a preseason and we knew our squad and we knew that we were getting Van der Beek and Cavani and so on, then we could have worked on it. But we got no preseason. Is that down to COVID? Is that down to Premier League not allowing teams to spend maybe 3 weeks rather than 1 week extra, which I know would change the Premier League a lot.
It stands, by the way, as well, I think that we've only had one shot, and that was off target from Bruno.
Yeah,
I think. Unless I've missed.
No, I think that's literally it, and that's so poor, so poor. Like, it doesn't really matter what the opposition is and how they're playing. Like, well, get some shots away, lads. Like, you never know what's going to happen. Just shoot on sight. You know what I mean? Just again, it's pass it back and pass it sideways and do clever things. And
I mean, Bruno just skilled himself up then.
Exactly. It's just. Don't know what to think, and that's the first time. Like as you know, I'm usually quite vocal, and I just no idea. Okay, we've had 3 shots, none on target. 2 off target, 1 blocked. Apparently,
like this keeper could be a leper for all we know, but we haven't tested him.
No, he's had nothing to do this whole game so far, and this is a repeat of Chelsea and Arsenal. It really is. It's just so poor. Like, playing with a fluid attacking front line. It's like, yeah, if you've got the players, we don't have the players for that. We don't have Salah and Mane. We don't have Sterling and what's his name? Mahrez, thank you.
Or Bernardo Silva on the bench.
Bernardo Silva or the other lad that they brought in. And we're getting a disco of colours there. Don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought that was Discord, to be honest with you.
No, that's the stream. It's just it's pedestrian football, and there's Mata getting done. 2-0. Yeah.
Wow.
It's such a poor performance again from us, and we deserve to be 2-0 down. We really do.
This is worse than the Arsenal one.
It's the beginning of the end of Ole. It really is. It's the beginning of the end. Like, we've got no clue going forwards. Not a Scooby at all. We're so piss poor going forwards. Like, look at this. Like, why is Bruno passing it backwards to where some players might be? And why Wan-Bissaka's trotting back and
bar as well.
Yeah, it was a good ball, but like, poor Dino, mate. Poor Dean Henderson.
I mean, to be fair, it was poor Dean Henderson, yeah, but he should be saving that. It's right down the middle.
I mean, it was probably, probably
caught him off guard.
Yeah, player probably, caught him off guard or gave me eyes or both or whatever. I'm not going to make excuses for. I mean, I'm just sad now. I'm not even pissed off with this. This is just another it doesn't seem to matter who we play at the moment. We're just poor. And I think it's been said already. You've probably heard it as well. That if Ollie goes on a good run, he keeps his job. If he goes on a bad run, there's question marks, and Pochettino's just waiting. But I think the cycle will repeat. If Pochettino comes in January and we get a bounce or whatever and finish 4th or 5th or something, or who cares? Then we're probably back in Europa League again, which every manager that's come in has had to deal with. And then he gets back for one summer, doesn't get back for the next summer, and we're back here again in 2 years. Like, what's the point?
There was a pundit that said the other day that Pochettino's good at building a team of players, but not good.
Okay.
Yes,
Martial.
Come on,
Martial's first chance of the game, and he scores it. That's good. Tony Martial.
All right. We can build on this.
Yeah, we're back in the game. 2-1.
Going on the point of the Pochettino thing, there was a pundit that said the other day that Pochettino could take a group of players and make them play well, but he doesn't seem to be able to manage world-class players, which is why he ended up getting sacked from Tottenham. Because not being funny, like, to me, and this is my opinion, but Heung-min Son is the best player in the Premier League, hands down.
He's incredible.
Hands down, best player.
Like, how no one even tried to buy him in the summer, I don't know. Like, how Barcelona or Real Madrid haven't looked at him and gone, what's his release clause? Yeah, right. I mean, I know that financially they can't right now, because they're like, Barcelona are a fan-run club, fan-owned club. So they've got no money right now. But what a flick from Rashford that was. Like, I mean, just casually kept it in.
That's definitely something. I don't know what to say about it.
No.
But this is my fault with United as well, is that why does it take us being 2 goals down to start trying?
Yeah.
I mean, right now, this is looking like a game of fucking FIFA to me.
It's just, especially like the bullshit games of FIFA where it's like you just can't break through and they score 2 on the break. Like that is FIFA every year. It's scripting, mate. Scripting. That's what it is. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just don't know what to think about this United team. Like, we've managed to score a goal, but we've still got no attacking plan. There's no plan. Just forwards, Rashford, Martial, go gadget strikers. Like, again, they're not Messi, they're not Ronaldo, they're not the single players that can beat four defenders and whip it in from 25 yards. They're just
how PSG didn't even score a goal with one of their players, and it took an own goal from Anthony Martial. Yeah. I don't know, given this performance. I'll be right back, dude. I just need to use the toilet.
Okay, yeah. It's just been dreadful again. So dreadful. And it's just more of the same, nothing. Like, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say that Ollie's got no tactics, but what's our plan? What's our game plan? Okay, it's halftime anyway. Well, once Jay gets back, we'll talk about the first half and what has been a pretty dire performance from United. So dire. Again, just similar to the Chelsea and Arsenal games. I don't get it. I don't get how it's so poor. So frustrating to watch week in, week out now. It's becoming a problem. And yeah, just no plan B. Like teams work us out too easily. Like we just try the same things over and over again, and they don't work. And people wonder why we're into these teams who just do the same thing. There's low block, sit back, 2 CDMs, sit in deep, two banks of 4. Easy. It's too easy for them. I think one of the issues that we're facing is that every team we're playing against now, we're just 2 CDMs, 2 bank of 4, bank of 2 in front, and it's too easy for them to just sit and soak up. Not even pressure. We're just playing the ball around in front of them, and then they nick it off us and go down the other end and score. Like
it's definitely been one of the worst performances I've seen.
Yeah, it's on par with the Arsenal game. Like I don't think we're gonna get as bad as the Tottenham game. That was just we just lost it. We completely lost it in that one. But like
I'm an idiot as well, because I was saying that these 2 games against Istanbul were a shoo-in.
Yeah,
but these 3 games.
Well, like it's just so frustrating, man. So frustrating, and like I was saying as you were away, like there's no plan. There's no game plan for going forwards. It's just play it to Bruno, play it to Rashford or Martial on the left, and put it into the box where there's no one there. Like, what's the point, man? It's so.
All I'm saying, I'm glad I've got a bag of beer.
Yeah, I bet, mate. I bet. It's utterly frustrating, and we saw it. The better teams, and Istanbul aren't they're not going to do anything in the Champions League. They're just not. Like the best I can hope for, I think, is 3rd. But with the form that we're in, we might, like we could finish 3rd. Like it could, if we lose every game now until the end of the group, then we'd be lucky to finish 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why there's no real structure going forwards. Like defensively, I mean, yeah, we conceded 2 goals, which is just one of them was just no defending whatsoever, and the second one was another mistake from Bruno. Flicking it into our right back position when Wan-Bissaka is 50 yards in front of you. Don't do that. Like lose the ball where you are. That's better. Try and turn on it, win a free kick or something. Like I don't understand why he plays that ball back towards no one. Like, and Juan Mata's got no pace, and he's just Mata will get it. No, he won't. Like I'm allowed to get it, and I'm in a different country. Like, like I don't. Just the decision making has again been dreadful tonight. It's been so bad. And no one stood out as really good or really bad. I don't think. Bruno's played better than he did against Arsenal, but that's not hard. And
I mean, I honestly think Bruno's been appalling. If anything, the only player that's done to me anything worthwhile has been Martial, because he scored.
Yeah, well, I think Luke Shaw's been fine down the left. He's not done much wrong. I think Wan-Bissaka's playing a bit like he did against Arsenal. Like he can tackle, but he's been beaten twice in his first half already, and which neither led to a goal. But for both goals, he was nowhere near the ball. and nowhere near his position. Like, he's got to be more disciplined getting back, because he's just, I don't know, man. There's just so much wrong that it's hard to say what you could do to put things right. I think there's just too much going on. Like, Ollie doesn't know his best formation. He doesn't know his best players. No one's in form right now. I mean, Rashford, you could argue, is probably in form, but I mean, he's not scored in 2 games in a row now, and hasn't looked like scoring. Bruno was dreadful against. Well, Bruno was okay against Chelsea, dreadful against Arsenal, and he's not been great tonight either.
Do you want my honest opinion as well?
Oh, please. Please go for it.
My harsh truth is...
Go for it.
No matter what manager you get in, eventually the cracks are going to start to show. Ollie came in and we went on an amazing run.
Yeah.
We've had some amazing runs. We've played some amazing football.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen again if we sack him. It's not Ollie, it's the players. And like...
The players have to take responsibility. Absolutely.
I've always said as well, like, it doesn't matter what manager it is. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're a manager, like, say, let's take Scott Parker from Fulham. I know they won at the weekend, but Scott Parker at Fulham, he's inexperienced, and he's in the Premier League, but he got them to the Premier League, so you got to give him a shout.
Yeah.
If by Christmas he isn't showing himself to be a Premier League manager. See that, by the way, what I mean by that goal?
Yeah, that was just the worst non-defending. Like, why is our back line up in the... Why are Tuanzebe and Shaw up there? Like,
and look where Matic is. Look where he is. He's on the right. Or the left, technically.
So, yeah. I mean, like, if Matic is 10 yards back there on the halfway line, Bar doesn't get through.
That's a simple thing you get taught. I used to play centre mid when I was younger, and the one rule is you always have one person back on the halfway line.
It's Sunday League stuff. It really is Sunday League stuff.
But what I was saying about about the Ollie thing is that we'll get another manager in. We'll go on a run because everyone wants to try for the new manager.
Yeah,
and that is the thing, is that the players will then give up.
Yeah,
but the thing is you can't sack a player.
No, well, technically you can, but it costs you a lot of money.
Yeah, because and then you have the stuff like the PFA and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and I mean, that was a brilliant header by Martial, but
great header, yeah.
You can't sack it, and I honestly don't think that any manager is going to come in and change us.
No,
like,
well, go on. Sorry, go on.
If I was on the board right now, I would say, honestly, because. For 2 reasons.
Get rid of half these players as well.
I would say, okay, what we're going to do is, Ollie, we are going to give you the end of the season. We're going to invest in the club. We're going to listen to you.
We're going to give you a director of football to sort out the transfer issues that we've been having.
We're going to go get Van der Sar or Patrice Evra. Or Rio Ferdinand, I don't care.
Yeah.
Someone that knows football.
Yeah.
Not a director of football that's one of your banker friends.
No, hell no.
Someone that knows football.
Yeah.
And will give you a transfer kitty
of 200 million or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
if you don't show results after 3 months, you are gone. Yeah. That's what they should have done this season.
Yeah. Yeah. We could have gotten Upamecano for 45 million, 50 million.
We haggled over
For example. And we haggled over the price.
No, but we haggled over the price of Tellez.
I know. It's ridiculous. So
he was available for 20 million. He's arguably one of the best left backs in Europe.
Yeah. Like, imagine that we'd gotten, and I know this is fantasy land, but I've got nothing else left right now. Imagine we got on Upamecano, Tellez, Sancho, Van der Beek, Cavani. Like, what a transfer window.
That's that. Other than Chelsea, that is the best transfer window.
Exactly. And And again, that the options that gives us, and maybe send McTominay out on loan or sell Fred, whatever. I don't really care. And move on Rojo and Jones and Smalling and Dallo. And then that gives you've got really Deadwoods. You've brought in a lot of top quality players. Couple of players, because you don't mind getting Cavani and Van der Beek as squad players when you've brought in all of And where's Jesse Lingard? I've not seen him for time.
Oh, he's injured at the moment.
He's injured. Okay, but it's just so ridiculous that Solskjaer's been put in this position. Where it's like, okay, he didn't get the players that he wanted in the summer, and we didn't get a preseason. That's fair. But separate from that, he's got to go on and do what he can with the squad that he's got.
Do you know what though? I would prefer Ollie. Oh, sorry, go on.
And okay, that's okay. And they're not, and the players that he's got aren't performing. So like, what can Ollie do when he's not backed by the board and there's players? One week thrashing Leipzig 5-0 and beating PSG, and then the week after struggling to even shoot against bloody Arsenal or Istanbul. Like, what can he do? He must be losing his mind. Go on.
I must admit that I would rather Ollie get sacked before Christmas, in the sense that I think more people would be like, yeah, he had to go.
Yeah.
But the board never backed him.
Yeah.
Rather than him getting sacked. Imagine we did get Sancho up and Meccano and, our dream transfers and all of that.
Yeah.
And then us still not perform and then get sacked. Because then it would be like, oh, yeah, well, Ollie just didn't know what he was doing.
Ollie's a PE teacher and all that stuff.
Yeah. I'd rather he get sacked and then us be angry at the board. I mean, because at the end of the day, for me, I lived the 99 treble season.
Me too. Yeah, I watched it unfold at home. It's great.
Yeah, and Ollie to me was
he'll
a hero of mine.
Yeah, he'll always be a legend. He'll always be a legend.
But for the younger fans, they're going to remember Ollie as an ex-Man United manager.
Yeah.
Whereas if he goes out before Christmas, he could hold his head up high and say, and he could go. I mean, Ollie's not this type of person because he loves United. He bleeds red.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it.
He could go out and he could get sacked, and he's not going to badmouth the board, but people will know that he wasn't backed.
No.
Like Mourinho, at least with Mourinho, we could say, oh, well, the board didn't back Mourinho, but then again, he played boring football. Yeah, he got a second, but he's won more trophies for us than any manager since Sir Alex. Yes, but he won it with boring football.
Do you want results or do you want good football? Because apparently we have to, apparently whether we like it or not, we have to choose now.
I'd rather lose 3-0 to Arsenal, having created more chances.
100%, yeah.
Than finish second in that season Mourinho did.
Yeah.
Because
we played boring football, yeah.
Ever since, and I'm going to say this out loud to people, and they're going to hear this. I watch every United game. If you're asking me how, just Google where to watch games.
Yeah,
like I've watched every United game, pretty much since I found certain sites that played them.
Yeah,
the season that we finished second, I used to skip a lot of games.
Yeah.
Because it was an hour and a half of me being bored out of my fucking skull.
Yeah, and like 2 minutes of it's a goal, cool, and so you just watch Match of the Day instead because then you get the highlights and you'd have to sit around watching boring football. No, if we didn't win, I didn't always bother, but
no, even if we won, if I found out we won 1-0,
yeah.
Because it was always, and the way we're playing at the moment, the way we played against Arsenal, the way we played against Chelsea,
the way we played tonight,
is very reminiscent of that.
Yeah, but I think that's because of the players that we have in the team, because we didn't.
And I don't know if it's a low quality of this, but I think I've just got a snap of Scott McTominay coming on.
No, we didn't.
But that might have just been it was a bit laggy. I'm just hoping.
Oh no, he is. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
It's coming on. What for Van der Beek is that? Oh, for Twanzebe. What?
I mean, it makes sense because he's on a yellow, but
yeah. So who's our? Oh, are we playing?
No, we're either playing 3 at the back or we're putting Matic in defence, which he's done before. This is interesting.
I mean, if it works, great. But I mean, our midfield wasn't the problem, and I mean, unless Axel's picked up an injury, why are you bringing off? Oh, I don't know.
He's young and on a yellow.
Yeah. I mean, the last time I questioned Ole with a substitution, we ended up scoring 4 more goals. But I don't know, man. Like, I hope Ollie proves me wrong again. But that first half was so dreadful. I don't even really care that much.
I mean,
do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's like, why are we bringing on McTominay again? I don't even hate McTominay, but I don't know. He's not the player to win this game for us. He's not.
No.
He's just not. And Matic is playing left centre back, is he? So we've got no pace now at the back. 0 pace because Twanzebe's gone off. Cool. I mean, if he bought off Mata for McTominay, I might understand that because Mata's got no pace and he was partly at fault for the second goal. But I don't know, man.
I'm just
I like another. Sorry to cut you off. Another thing as well is like so many, like after every game, no matter what the result, there's always pictures on Instagram and stuff of United being all smiles all the time. It's like that's not the message to put out when you've just been beaten by Arsenal.
Yeah,
it's not like serious. If there are pictures of them just like training hard and being all serious and focused, great. That's fine. Not a problem with that. And so like I know some United fans are just like it's not an issue. You've got to be positive, and of course you have, but you can't expect United fans to be happy or willing to look at these pictures of them being all smiles as if we just won the FA Cup or something, or or that we've just beaten Arsenal, and be okay with it. Like, just the whole of the club at the moment is just a shambles. I think. Like the board, the manager, the coaching staff, the fitness coaches, the squad, it's a shambles, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, man. Yeah. I'm sick of it, man, because we can win 3 games in a row or whatever, and then we lose, and then we play really poorly for no good reason that I can tell or see. Like, it doesn't make any sense that we can beat PSG, beat Leipzig, and then lose, draw with Chelsea, who we should have beaten. Like, if we put a team out to win that game, we would have won that game. And play so poorly against Arsenal. One of the worst performances I've seen since Sir Alex left.
If I'm completely honest,
yeah,
I'm glad we drew 0-0 with Chelsea. Looking at the Arsenal game,
well, yeah. Well, on one side, yeah, but we should have beaten them. We should have.
100%.
We should have beaten them, and then we'd be better off in the league. We wouldn't be where we are. But because Ole, for whatever reason, didn't want to go for it, it's like, is that the United way? Hell no. Is it, and I said it against on Sunday in the Arsenal game as well. It's like, you can't go out to win a game in the last 30 minutes. You have to go out to win it from minute 1. That's how you win football matches. You set your tactics and your defensive setup and your attacking setup and your midfield and whatever. and you go out there to win, like winning mentality. Not let's not concede a goal. It's let's go score goals. Like that has to be the way, and that's always been the United way. And the fact that we're not playing that way, and it worked before. It's like it happened to work against PSG. It happened to work against Leipzig very well, but it's just we've got no focus going forwards. It seems to me, and you can blame the board or whatever, but the players have to be accountable for it. They have to be. No, Ollie doesn't play, and I'm starting to get on a rant now. But
no, it's fair. But I'm gonna make a statement now, which will be controversial to many people, and I don't, I never mince my words.
No, true.
And that is that I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the best manager to bring this club forward, because I don't see any other manager, getting past the honeymoon period.
No.
Now, at the end of the day, there is one common denominator with every manager since Ferguson.
Yeah.
Because there is no way ever the board are going to deny Sir Alex Ferguson a player or transfer funds or whatever. And now every manager has had the same issue. They needed reinforcements. Jose Mourinho inherited Louis van Gaal inherited an aging David Moyes squad, which consisted of one signing, which was Fellaini.
And Juan Mata in January.
And the squad that he was left with was aging. All around it.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out for him.
No.
And fair enough. And Louis van Gaal won the FA Cup and got sacked because Mourinho was available.
Yeah.
Mourinho comes, and obviously Van Gaal also got Falcao and Di Maria, which I guarantee weren't his scouted players.
Oh God, no. Well, I mean, like if Moyes had been backed and he'd gotten Isco and Bale, like we now have Isco and Bale at Manchester United. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
and the way Bale played for Spurs, I know that they've had a couple of poor games.
What was that?
But Bale seemed pretty good when he's come on.
Well, he scored a goal, hasn't he? Now he scored his first goal.
Well, yeah, and he's got a good goal as well. But still, like he's looked bright.
Mm.
Would I have gone for him? No, but still, it's
true. Yeah,
and then Mourinho comes in, and yes, we've spent a lot of money since Fergie left, but we've never spent it in the right places. And I wonder which players have been spent purely for marketing reasons.
Quite a few.
Di Maria, Falcao, Zlatan. Bloody hell! It's like, I can't even think now. Like Zlatan, don't get me wrong, was brilliant.
Yeah, he was.
But he was with us 2 seasons, and he was injured for half of one of them.
Yeah,
or maybe even a bit more.
Yeah,
and so you can't judge the manager, because every manager that gets into their second season, the board are deciding, no, we're not going to give you these players.
Yeah, exactly. All they do is they go, "Oh, we win Champions League. Yes, cool, we're happy. We don't need to spend any money."
Yeah.
But like, I think part of it as well is that we don't get rid of the players that we need to get rid of either. We don't get, because say Ollie had 100 million to spend this summer just gone, but he wanted to get Sancho and Grealish and Upamecano. So he needs at least 200 million, yeah. So let's say 80, just for argument's sake. Let's say he needs to raise 80 million. Well, you get rid of Mata, Lingard, Pereira, Dalot, Jones, and Smalling. Right, that's that's roughly 80 million right there. But we sold one, which was Smalling. We've still got Mata, still got Lingard, still got everyone else.
Oh, we're paying Dalot's wages.
We're paying Dalot's wages as well. So our wage bill hasn't decreased.
And Romero's still here.
And Romero's still here for no reason.
His wife has literally begged to let him go.
Yeah. When we could have sold him to Everton. Like, could have easily sold him to Everton.
Yeah. And the thing that's going to really piss people off.
Yeah.
Right. Really, really piss people off is we were haggling again, like I said, over Alex Tellers.
Yeah.
We ended up getting him for 15 million.
Mm-hmm.
But they asked for 20 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, we paid out, what was it, 75 million in dividends?
Yeah.
To the board.
Yeah.
Now, what this is telling me is that being that the board are all like bankers and whatnot, like, what is it? Mike Judge and
Matt Judge.
Matt Judge.
Yeah.
And Woodward. They both knew each other from university, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
They're trying to make dividends to make the club a financially profitable.
Yeah, and then and then they just line their own pockets with that money.
Yeah, and then they line their own pockets, and it's just like it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Because if you would invest the money, then you would line your pockets that way. Yeah. And it's not like we're asking Ed Woodward or Matt Judge or even the Glazers to put money in their own pockets. We're asking them to just use the money that the club has.
Yeah.
Oh,
club money. Yeah.
Yeah, because we are. I know that there's grey areas here, but we are the third richest club in the world.
Yeah.
And if we would have got Sancho, I said this in probably I think it was our first ever video actually.
Yeah.
That if we would sign Sancho, the shirt sales would have paid for most of the transfer himself.
Yeah.
It would have at least paid for the price they were haggling.
Yeah, exactly.
And my biggest issue with the way the club is run is Chelsea had bought Ziyech.
Yeah.
They bought him in March? They'd negotiated a pre-contract.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good free kick, to be honest. It was straight at the keeper.
It was, but it was a chance. I'll take a chance right now.
A shot on target, at least.
But they bought Ziyech, and other teams had agreed the sales of players before the transfer window.
Yeah.
Smalling was never going to be a United player again.
No.
Ollie had decided that. Fair enough. Like, if that's Ollie's decision, that's Ollie's decision.
Yeah.
But why did we not arrange the sale of him before because you're allowed to do it. Yeah. As long as you're in negotiation with the club, you're allowed to arrange the sale. It just won't go through till, usually it's July the 1st.
Bruno. Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
That's all right. But it's just things like this that really bother me and really get under my skin.
Yeah.
Is that we could have gone for Sancho and,
Yeah, well, I mean, I said it. I can't remember when I said it now. It may have been in the video that we did earlier or on Sunday. But if it weren't for COVID, then Pogba would be at Real Madrid. We'd have Sancho and Upamecano at the club, and preseason would have happened, and this season would have been entirely different. But we're the third richest club in the world, and yet the board decided that we're for some reason we're not. Somehow, magically, we're not, and they just didn't want to spend the money. It's just like, no, you go and spend the money because we were outspent by a bunch of clubs who are nowhere near us financially. We were outspent by Arsenal, who had to lay people off in the summer. Like
the worst part about it is that we came out in the press.
Yeah,
and said, "Oh, we can take advantage.
We could take advantage of the market and stuff." And it was all just lies. That's all it was. It was just lies. Or they naively thought that they could negotiate whatever price that they wanted for any player, and that's just not the case. Like
basically, the way our board works is we don't want to spend. The board have probably said, "All right, Ollie, you can have whatever player you want, as long as it doesn't go over this percentage of the net spend.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because they're like, if we can recoup money, then you can spend this amount of it.
Yeah.
So if we imagine we sold bloody, I don't know, Marcus Rashford for 120 million.
Yeah.
Then they'd be like, okay, you can spend 100 million of that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
I do,
like,
yeah.
And that's terrible because, okay,
yeah,
that's terrible because that's not the way that it should work.
No,
because we've needed investment for years.
Yeah, and the investment we got has always just been for a marquee signing, not a signing that the manager actually wanted.
And don't get me wrong, right? I don't doubt for a minute when can't remember who came out and said it. It was an ex-United player that knew one of the Glazers that said that he loves and cares about the club.
Evra, I think it was Evra.
Evra, yeah, and that Glazer does come to every United game. I don't doubt that, but he's also got like 4 other Glazers that he has to go through, plus the board.
Yeah,
like I don't doubt that there's love for the club there. I don't, but the thing is that they can spend money out of their own pocket for Tom Brady.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Cavani on for Donny.
Donny's done nothing this game, to be fair.
Pogba and Cavani both coming on. Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised to see either Bruno or Rashford off. Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, I'll take Bruno off, but I think it's going to probably be Rashford.
Yeah. Cavani on for someone. Rashford, yeah, it must be. No, Rashford's on the pitch.
Is he?
Yeah.
Who
have we taken off? No idea.
Matic, maybe?
Oh, I don't know.
Might have been Matic, put McTominay in Matic's position.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I can't see Matic.
Oh, no, he's there. Who's come off? Have we just sat on, do we have 12 players on the pitch right now?
Maybe teams just started to feel sorry for us.
I don't know who's come off. Who the hell's come off?
Touch from Martial.
That was. Who the hell's come off? I've no idea.
Mata?
Oh, Mata. Yeah, it'll be Mata.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. I forgot Mata was even on the pitch.
He's done fuck all.
Well, he's not had the chance to, really. And, the only places I've really seen him were in, centre mids, defensively, and that's just not.
The only time I've seen him is chasing after Demba Ba to try and stop the goal.
Yeah.
But I mean, going back to the last point, I will make on this sort of whole situation.
Yeah,
is that there's only one manager in the world that I actually think can turn this team around,
and it's Ole. Yeah.
Well, no. Other than Ole.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Is Jurgen Klopp, and he's not going to join United.
No, he's not.
And do you know what I love about Jurgen Klopp is he's human, just like Ole is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the other managers are alien or anything.
Yeah. Puff machine.
Do you know what? Our mutual friend Kaz.
Yeah.
We watched a few of us got together. I think you were there. And we watched the Liverpool lift the title.
I wasn't there, no.
Oh no! So we watched Liverpool lift the title.
Yeah.
And I got emotional. I got emotional about it, not because I like Liverpool, because obviously I don't, but because seeing this guy that supported this team for 30 odd years, see them to lift for him to see them lift their first title while he's watched them, and then seeing the Klopp interviews where he was in tears, and you could tell he really cares about the club.
Yeah, that's it.
The reason I got emotional was because I could imagine if Ole did that. Can you imagine how it must feel for him to win a title? Oh
yeah, definitely.
And that's the thing is that I know Ole cares about the players and he cares about the club. And what you're going to get Pochettino in? Pochettino's this is just another managerial job for him, just like it was Van Gaal, just like it was Mourinho.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they didn't care.
No.
That was a good ball by Pogba.
That was
a good touch by Rashford. Ooh.
Get up, Cavani. Get up. You're in a decent position, lad.
But they're just at the end of the day, they're just payroll managers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And Ollie is someone that cares, and I'd rather see our team win under him than anyone else.
Yeah, that's it. I like just a word on the referee, because that was a point of contention on Sunday. But I think the referee's done a decent job.
Yeah, he's done all right. Yeah,
he's done fine. Cavani trying to make something out of nothing there. No, that's a 50-50. That's a 50-50 challenge.
Yeah, that's shoulder to, I guess what you call shoulder to shoulder. Even though Cavani went down before the ball even got anywhere near.
Yeah, Pogba fouled this time. Yeah, I think we can equalise. I don't know if we can win, because we're making chances now, we're making opportunities, but.
This is Cavani's time to show.
Well, he's got lots of time now. This is the most time that he would have played for United. So
that's just again.
Why is
airsoft passes, mate? Do you remember what I said about the airsoft
gun? Yeah. Like, why is McTominay not getting his foot on that at least? Like, even if it flicks off you, he didn't even get his foot on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just. Why? I don't understand. I just don't understand this United team right now, man. I really don't. It confuses me a lot. I think Martial playing on the left right now.
Yeah,
Martial. So I think Rashford on the right, Cavani down the middle. Yeah, I think Matic, because he's happy to just sit back, isn't he? I think he's just going to sit in there because his passing's good, and he's got he's calm.
All right.
And there's Demba in a nutshell. This game scores one, and then Steven Gerrard's himself onto his backside, and Steve Gerrard, you're big in your fucking hand, but you're not Frank Lampard, Steve Gerrard.
To be fair, like Demba though. His dummy for the second goal.
Oh yeah. Like I'm not putting down Demba Ba as a footballer. Like he's experienced, but look how deep Cavani's sitting now, and why are we trying these fancy things when we can't do the basics? We can't even do the basics, and we're trying all this fancy shit. Just get it on the get it on the deck and just. Play it. I mean, I know the first half that didn't really work, but go left to right and right to left and just stretch them and make gaps appear. And I mean, this is we're not doing the basics, which is even more frustrating. I don't know, man. It's just another frustrating performance.
It really is.
Yeah, I mean, man of the match, Martial for scoring a goal, probably, and there's no one else. Oh, that's a good ball from Bruno. First time I've said that today. Corner. Raphael telling the referee to F off.
He's aged, the old Raphael.
Yeah, he has a bit, yeah.
He's bulked up as well a bit.
Well, I mean, the thing with the ball the thing with the ball going out is that it has the thing on it now, so that if it does go out of play, the referee gets a buzz, doesn't he? It's another poor corner. Another poor corner. I mean, we've got 22 minutes to go, and we're in charge of possession, but not in charge of the game at all. Like, Başakşehir can just sit back, two banks of four. See, again, movement from Cavani. You don't get that with anyone else. Just target man, getting in behind nicely. Oh, that was unlucky from Pogba, that. What Wan-Bissaka's doing there, I don't know, but throw in. Just that movement across the back line there from Cavani, and finding a teammate with his header. that should have been that should be Haaland, who Ollie thought he was getting last January.
Yeah. That was a nice ball.
Yeah, and Luke Shaw.
Lovely play by Shaw there.
Play by Shaw. Go on, Tony. Okay. The equivalent of being back to Maguire, that, because it's Matic who's out currently centre back. The equivalent. Matic is probably better on, well, it's definitely better on the ball, isn't he? I don't know what. See, I just, as much as Cavani's on the pitch and he's looking decent, I don't know where our goal's coming from. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No idea where our goal's coming from here. See, now we have a structure though, going forwards. We've got Rashford on the right, Martial on the left, and Cavani in the middle. Yeah, see, Ollie, literally, I'll do it on stream. Ollie going side to side. You need to switch it and switch it.
Yeah, pass and move. Yeah,
move and switch the play to the opposite side, because that stretches the opposition and makes, causes mistakes to happen, causes areas to open up. Areas that Cavani and Bruno and people can run into. But instead, we're just switching right to left, and it's just like, just keep an eye on Luke Shaw, and that's I mean, I prefer this to be our plan A than the nothing that we had before.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a football coach or whatever, but I saw no plan going forwards. It was just hopeful. Whereas now we seem to have a structure going forwards. And yeah, Martial on the left, it's causing them problems.
That's nice.
Why didn't Pogba play Rashford through first time there? Play through to him. He was there. It was open for him. I mean, if Pogba doesn't think he can get the ball through, then you can sort of understand that. But at the same time, like just take a chance. Just go for it. Like as much as I complain about Pogba giving the ball away, and I probably would have. At least he would have tried the pass, but instead Rashford was left there with his thumb in his butt instead. Like that's no use to anyone. Why
Istanbul are doing really well with closing down our players. They've got two men on every one.
Yeah. I don't like McTominay on the ball right now. He's
again, airsoft passes.
Yeah. Cavani looking strong there.
Yeah.
Why are you crossing it from that? Like that. Is Cavani on the wing where he doesn't belong?
Yeah, it's all over the place.
It is. It's all over the place, and I think that you could just see the frustration from Cavani there. That it's just like had to go out to the wing just to get on the ball.
It sums it up, really.
It does. It's another piss poor performance. It's just.
I will admit, Shaw's looked decent tonight.
Well, yeah. I mean, he looks decent every game to me. I've not seen Shaw put a foot wrong all season, to be honest.
He assisted Martial as well, I think. It was his ball.
No luck pass there. And we put a strong team out, but I think the squad maybe or Ole or whoever just underestimated Istanbul. Like, he played Mata because he thought that we'd have the ball for the first half, and we did, but
we played Mata and Matic because we thought it would slow the game down a little bit.
Yeah, but actually, it was just poor. It's poor, and Mata had no impact on the game whatsoever. And no, Donny didn't have an amazing game, but I'd still prefer him over McTominay because he's a better player.
Yeah.
He just is. And we've got 15 minutes left now, just over, to try and salvage something from the game. It's gone back to being depressing to be a United fan.
I mean, right now I'd take a point so that we could get 3 points at home.
That was a good ball. That was.
Get 3 points at home.
Yeah.
And then we can just qualify then.
Yeah, but our home form at the moment is trash, so that's not great. it's it's a plan. It's not a good plan.
It's not.
No, because our home form at the moment is just it's in the sewer. Never mind the toilet. Like, it's just really bad. Yeah, it wasn't even in the box, so it doesn't really matter if that's a handball or not. Irrelevant. There's subs happening. Fosu-Mensah and Greenwood coming on.
Interesting.
I'm guessing Wan-Bissaka coming off.
Yeah, I'm guessing probably Wan-Bissaka and Rashford.
Yeah. Don't know what's happening with the. I'm just going to mute you for a sec so I can turn on the audio stream. Okay. Yeah, there was just some confusion as to which players were coming off.
Yeah, Rashford and was definitely one of them.
Yeah, Rashford and Wan-Bissaka. Yeah. I mean, last couple of games, Rashford's just not been there at all, has he? He's been. I mean, I know his service to him hasn't been good, but he also hasn't performed.
I
mean, neither has anyone else, but.
He's like running at people, and I haven't seen him run at anyone this game.
No, like his it's very telling that Martial gets a game and he scores. Like we definitely miss him. Like he's, that header was like heading isn't one of his strong points, but that was a really good header. To be fair, it was very good. Frustration from Pogba there, but he needs to show leadership, not frustration, man. He needs to be strong in other ways, not by trying to batter players.
Like I said, I would have brought on Dan James instead of Fosu-Mensah, just for a bit of pace and just hoping that one of his bits of pace can create something.
Yeah, but the pace doesn't mean anything because they're just sat back.
It doesn't. But
I mean, sure. I mean, hell, try everything. I guess you know what I mean. I'm not. I don't know, man.
Ollie's definitely a fan of like for like substitutions.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, we've got 3 strikers on again now, haven't we? Because we've just changed player for player, so it doesn't really change anything. I don't know, man. There's no passion's there, but there's no what's the word?
Delivery.
Well, yeah. Obviously, there's no.
Oh, that's a foul.
Obviously, there's no delivery, but oh god, Maguire, what was that about? There's no identity is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
There's no attacking identity, and that's again. Would you go back to hope for balls? Are we now, Bruno?
I think it's all we've got, really.
I mean, I guess you could say it was a bit of a hopeful ball that went to Shaw that led to our goal, but. Yeah, no, that's a 50-50. Well, 12 minutes to go, and there's. It's a bit like the Arsenal game where it's just like, 10 minutes to go, and we could make a chance or we could not make any chances whatsoever because I've not seen any chances in this second half that I thought were going to go in. Or many chances. Like, have we created much? Like, actual opportunities?
No. I think the goal.
Yeah, just as we've sorted out, or just as we've kind of got our defence sorted, we dried up going forwards now. It's Chelsea, Arsenal, and now Besiktas.
Apparently, we've had 8 shots. Istanbul have had 8 shots. We've had 3 on target. They've had 3 on target. I don't know where I was looking when we had that amount.
No, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of the. There was the chance. Was it Bruno that hit it? The free kicks. The free kicks is where we got our other chances.
Oh bloody hell!
Yeah, that's where those other 2 shots came from. Free kicks.
That's good by Luke Shaw.
But the cross isn't really there, is it? Go on, Timbo. Good lad. Get some Champions League minutes. Because this game's gone and we might as well take off Wan-Bissaka and give him a bit of extra rest. Why is it so poor? I don't understand this team.
Because United can't play against a low block at all.
No, we just can't. And again, if we bought Sancho, then we'd be playing Rashford down the left, Sancho down the right, and Martial as a striker through the middle.
I mean, how the ref didn't give one of those a foul, I don't know.
I have no idea.
That was a good touch by that player.
That was. Matic got knocked off the ball, and it's a corner to Besiktas. Well,
I'm just going to use the toilet quickly.
Yeah. Where's the pace on the attack? Like, it's all very pedestrian again. And piss poor. Right down the line.
Yeah. Yeah. Have I missed anything?
Nah, of course not. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? A game of football?
Yeah. I'm so silly for thinking anything different.
Yeah. Like, you missed a 40-yard pass from Maguire that was never going to come off. I mean, it was sort of near Martial. It wasn't a dreadful pass, but it's just like it was
on the same pitch.
Yeah. Well, Martial could have gotten there, but just didn't. Like Martial's not even sharp, and he scored a goal. Like, yeah. Like, what's everyone else's excuses for being shit? How on earth we beat PSG? I don't know.
How on earth we won 5-0? I don't know.
Yeah, that was a poor pass from Pogba. Go on, Mason. Yeah, you tell him, Bruno, because you've been fucking world class, haven't you? Like 2 poor performances in a row from Bruno. It's just like, does he just need a rest? Is that it? Maybe, I don't know. But you can't. But you can't drop him because he's he has magical moments, but none lately. So, but who do you play in his place, or do you go back to 4-3-3 and like Greenwood and Rashford again, and Martial through the middle now that he's back?
I mean, we've got McTominay on the wing at the moment. I don't know if anyone knows what's going on. I'm just.
It's mental. It's complete. Oh no, it's completely mental. Well in, Timbo. Well in, Timbo. Good lad. Good lad, Timbo.
Fucking man of the match.
I'm tempted. He's not put a foot wrong.
Yeah, I'm not far off, to be fair.
It's like man of the match, Timbo. Let's go. I mean, obviously can't give it Timbo, but
no.
I think Martial is the only player you can give man of the match to. Definitely can't give it Bruno. Like, go on, Mason. Didn't drop. Oh, for fuck's sake! That sums up our night.
Yeah.
Well in, Timbo. Good lad, staying strong. So that's like Matic got knocked off the ball before because he's not a defender. That's not his thing. He's tall and wiry, but he's not strong. He's strong with headers. That's his thing, and it to get up and head it. But whereas Timbo, good, solid, mate, solid. I mean, Pogba's come on and he's been better than who he replaced. I guess that's not hard though, is it? Oh, well in, Cavani, good lad. Tony couldn't make anything of it. I think certainly one thing you see from some players and not others is that those tough tackles, like Luke Shaw puts in tough tackles when he needs to.
Oh, come on. That was shoulder ref.
Shaw saying, how is that a foul? And oh god, I don't know, man.
This is definitely going to be a loss.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. I mean, barring a last-minute goal, which can happen, but I don't think it will. I
look forward to your video tomorrow.
Yeah, man of the match then.
Probably Martial.
Yeah, Martial. He had one.
If it was Martial, it'd be Luke Shaw.
Yeah,
a close second.
Yeah.
Other than the goal, Martial hasn't really done anything. But Luke Shaw at least has looked like he's.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Martial's fault. He's had no service at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, and I think it's literally because the rating that I'll give Martial for scoring that goal is higher than everyone else's, which is a 6. That's the highest rating in the team, alongside like Shaw.
It's just so disappointing.
It is, and it's just more dreadfulness, unfortunately. And it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. But I certainly think that Cavani should have started over Rash, 100%. But that's
bring on that injection.
But that hindsight is what it is. So we're doing the Fellaini plan, are we? Knock it up to a tall guy in the box and try and head it down. That Maguire's inconsistent with his attacking headers. Like, why is it Maguire's good at headers in his defensive third, but basically useless in the opposition box? Well, look at that. Like, flicks it on. I mean,
that's handball, to be fair, but
yeah.
Apparently VAR don't check that stuff in these kind of games. Then again, we don't deserve to.
Well, I think, on balance, yeah. On balance, we've been the better side, but Besiktas have worked so hard. And I think, maybe even...
Whoa. Skirtle's got hair now?
Yeah. But, maybe, you could say they're probably unlucky to have conceded a goal.
Fucking hell, leave Liverpool, you get hair.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a... Oh, that was... He left his boot in on Bruno there. Jeez. Come on, Cavani, this is your chance now. On comes Ponk. Ponk!
I'm going to ponk myself out the window after this
game. Yeah. I think we'll just revert to form and just do our match ratings just live straight after the game. And
yeah.
Bugger off after that.
Hide in a hole.
Yeah, even if we somehow equalise, which is not going to happen with crosses like that. Come on, a cross that doesn't get past the first man. What is that? Man, what is that? The fact that Shaw has been our most effective attacking tool this game is just tells you the whole story, doesn't it?
It's just.
I mean,
this would be more bearable. Oh, sorry, go on.
That's sorry. Yeah. To be fair, I think I'm going to change my man of the match to Shaw. I think Luke Shaw, man of the match.
Yeah. See, I think this would be more bearable if we hadn't played so bad against Chelsea and Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because you could just put it down to just unlucky.
If we'd beaten Chelsea like we should have and played well against Arsenal like we definitely should have, then you could just say, well, it's just a bad performance, bad night, and you kick on. And it's the Champions League at the end of the day. These games are going to happen, but to perform so badly in 3 out of 4 games over the past couple of weeks is just madness to me. It really is. Bad performance against Chelsea, and
ball was already out,
and I think lucky to not lose that game. Deserve to lose against Arsenal, and probably deserve to lose tonight as well. Oh!
That was just off the line.
Yeah. I thought I saw a handball in there, but don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was a good clearance.
Yeah.
We need a bit of Cavani magic here, or
just
a little bit of something.
Yeah. Oh. Have you noticed how I've not reacted to anything tonight, really? Just, hopeful, but just expecting the worst. We're just so bad at the moment. Yeah, and again, Martial's just been half a yard off tonight, isn't he? He scored a goal, but he was half a yard off of that first chance. He was half a yard off there, just not quite in. He's not quite sharp enough because he's missed through three games, which is a ridiculous ban. But I mean, the referee's probably going to add on another 30 seconds. I would imagine for that stoppage, but
I mean, we don't need to see it.
Yeah, that's 100% not a goal. Thanks, Hawkeye. Now piss off. McTominay playing right back is what's happening there, and that's probably it then. And again, like as good as Cavani might be, we just don't know because he's had no service whatsoever.
I'll tell you what, I can probably make this these player ratings quite easy if you want.
Just 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
I was going to say 5 for everyone, 6 for Martial, 7 for Shaw. 4 for everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
5
that's not a foul.
Yeah, this referee is a bit of a dome. But yeah, 4 for everyone.
He did catch him.
Yeah, 4 for everyone. Martial.
6 Martial, 7 for Shaw. And, well, I'll go 6.5. That's the highest I'll go.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Because
it's just appalling. No reaction from the Arsenal game whatsoever. Nothing.
I wouldn't be surprised to see in the morning Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sacked, if I'm honest.
I would. No, I would. Because you just can't change it now. Now is not the time to do it. It's too early. Because if we go and beat Everton now on the weekend and go on a run, then it's all good. But it's not all good. But okay. So so I'm just going to quickly run through my team, my ratings, I should say, just because I kind of want to. And I've got the 11 up here. Henderson 4. I mean, he wasn't at fault for the first goal, but he just out of position and didn't really react to the second goal. Wan-Bissaka 6. He did okay. Tuanzebe, I thought was unfortunate to be. Well, I think he was fortunate. I think it was fortunate to be on the pitch, but unfortunate to be subbed off.
Yeah.
Although it made no difference in the end, really. Maguire 6. Again, nothing hugely wrong that he did, and he tried. Luke Shaw 6.5, man of the match. Van der Beek 5. He didn't do anything. Matic 6. Mata 4. 3 actually. I thought he was non-existent. Bruno 4. I thought he was dreadful again. Rashford 5. Martial 6. He scored a goal. That's all he did all game. The subs, I mean, Pogba did okay. I'll give him a 6. Just average. All the other subs 5. No one really did anything.
I would say give Pogba a 5. Fosu Mensah 6.
I think it's a little bit harsh on Pogba. Because again, he's
both 6 then. At least okay, give.
All right, yeah. Timbo 6 as well. He did good defensively, and he looked sharp going forwards. A few chances he got to anyway. Ole 3. He got it wrong again. I think tonight.
Again, I don't even. Yeah, I'll go with that. But the thing is, I don't know if Ollie's got it wrong or.
Well,
players.
I don't the players didn't perform, but at the end of the day, it's the manager is included in the result. If it was a bit unlucky and the referee gave away a stupid penalty or something and we lost 1-0, you can, that's not on the manager, that's on the players for not doing enough. But when it's a poor performance, again, there's no reaction from the Arsenal defeat because there wasn't. I didn't see anything. Didn't see any reaction at all. And he plays Juan Mata over, name a player.
Yeah.
If Mata's gonna be covering the right, then you might as well play Greenwood because at least he's quick. And Mata was at fault for the second goal. He and Bruno and the defenders for doing a shit job of defending. And Henderson, I think he made an error there. He didn't stand tall. He thought he knew where the player was putting the ball, and he got it wrong. So I certainly think he was partly at fault. But again, I think against Arsenal, we were at least moving as a team. We were attacking and defending as a team. And then it kind of fell apart in the second half, and then Arsenal got a penalty and all that.
That first goal.
We were not defending as a team, because even when you're attacking, you have to, keep your head defensively when you're a defender. And for some reason, our entire back four was in the opposition penalty area. Like, if it's the 90th minute, chuck everyone forwards and leave Matic back. It was midway through the first half, like actually quite early in the first half, and for some reason our entire back line is in the penalty area, the opposition penalty area. Why? There's no reason for that. It was just, and it goes back to poor decision making.
Yeah.
Which we're seeing now. We saw it against Chelsea. We definitely saw it against Arsenal. We've seen it again. Just poor decision making for the whole game. Bruno was. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with Bruno now. He's trying fancy things whenever he's on the ball.
Disenchanted, maybe. I don't know. I really don't. I'm just upset again for the second time in the space of 4 days.
Yeah, and it's another really shocking performance. Can we turn it around? Of course we can. We've seen it several times under Ole. We've got a bad run, and then we go on a really good run. Because Ole goes and runs, but I mean, the start of the season didn't help us. The 0 preseason didn't help us. Obviously the whole COVID thing, but everyone's in that situation with COVID.
Everyone's rocking the same boat. There was nothing stopping United from playing some preseason games. There wasn't.
Yeah, and we just didn't.
We played a few games in the Europa League, but that's it.
Yeah, and we had one preseason game where our first team players didn't play. Like Donny got some minutes on the pitch, got like half an hour. And the result of preseason games don't matter at all. They mean nothing. But the signs were there. We just couldn't break Villa down, and it's the same now. Teams that we used to be able to break down, even a couple of years, even Jose's teams could break opposition defenses down. They could, as defensive as they were. Going forwards, there was a plan. There was a clear plan. And I was, for the whole first half, what was I saying over and over again? There's no plan. There was no attacking plan at all.
Yeah.
Because they just set no block, and we have no idea what to do about it. No idea. And the crosses, I think some of the crosses that came in from Shaw were good. And Wan-Bissaka hit the first defender about 4 or 5 times just in the first half, with his terrible crosses. But the good crosses that came in, there's no one in the box. And like Martial's never, as much as Martial scored from a header from across from Shaw. So there's potential there. But he was, maybe there was someone else in the box, but from what I remember, he was the only player in the box.
Yeah.
The fact that Shaw managed to pick him out shows their quality. Shows that Martial knew where to be, and Shaw knew where to put it, and he put it on his head, back of the net. And second half, we made no chances. Like, there were no shots on goal. Apart from one, there was one shot on goal that wasn't from a free kick.
That's ridiculous as well. We're meant to be an attacking team.
Yeah,
and we don't do anything.
No, and I think it was while you went to the toilet. So it was the Istanbul corner is when you went to the toilet, and nothing came of it for them. And so Pogba on the ball, passes it sideways to Maguire. Maguire takes it out slowly from the back and then tries to ping a 40-yard pass into Martial. I mean, and he's got runners in front of him. Again, decision making is so poor. Why is it that poor? You're whether or not this player, that player is world class, they're Premier League footballers at the end of the day. And Fulham players make better decisions than we made tonight. And I think maybe some of it is that Ole just is not experienced enough to to make this work. I've never been Ole out. I've always been Ole in, and I still believe that even now. And I'm upset and angry that it's been another shit performance. All credit to Istanbul for defending well, and they spent 90 minutes camped in their box. They got 4 counter attacks and scored 2 of them. they had a very clear defensive plan, midfield plan, which is to sit in front of the defense and hits on the break, and an attacking plan was Demba Ba. And that's it. That was their plan. Our plan was play it around in front of them and try and cross it in with Shaw because our right side has got no one on it.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's just so disappointing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have no words anymore.
No.
And you can probably tell that. I'm just like, so I agree with you 100%. And with this channel, is that the good thing about me and you is that we don't usually agree 100% on things because it's opinion based.
Yeah, that's it.
The fact that like I'm almost like succumbing to your will is
yeah. Well, it's I
want to be able to say like, do you know what? Actually, you're wrong about this. Do you know what this worked well. This worked well. This worked well. I can't. There's nothing.
No.
Honestly,
yeah.
Like the only reason we're not doing a player ratings video is for the pure reason that I don't want to rate any of them.
No, can't be like. I mean, can't be asked in a very real way. Like, just don't want to.
I can't rate any players CUNT because they're not numbers.
No, you can't. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and so tomorrow's video is going to be very interesting now because McTominay did come on, gave the ball away a few times, played a few okay passes. I mean, but he failed to affect the game, and so it's going to be an interesting video tomorrow because it could be 20 minutes, it could be an hour and 20 minutes. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, cheers. But yeah, for anyone who watches this back or anyone who has been watching, I did see a few people pop in here and there. Yeah, I'd say thank you, but I wouldn't mean it. No, I do. Anyone who ever watches this, thank you for engaging with our content. It's at least been fun having a laugh at how awful we've been. Oh, you've gone off camera. Hang on.
Yes, because you closed the stream.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to end it there anyway. So, Ivan Alexei, that's the hair of Jay at least, and the hand. We are forever red, and we have no gender.